Allah Imla, Alahayna, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wa Malakia by Hashem, Harwap, Kakurash, Barakatham, the water by Babal, Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily. And to the men out there teaching a likewise doctrine, I say you shalom. Today we're going to get into this video with this Edomite coming out telling the whole world that Esau himself has a plan to enslave every man, woman, and child, every black, so-called black man, woman, and child, and even the Northern Kingdom, which is your North American Indians, your Reubenites, which are your Seminole Indians, and all of Northern Kingdom are your Latin and Hispanic tribes. Well, I got news for you, Esau. I got some good news for you, matter of fact. Slavery is coming back like you want it to. Depopulation is coming back like you want it to. And what else? What else coming back? Depopulation coming back, slavery coming back, and it's something else. It'll hit me in a minute. But the thing is, this time you going into captivity and all the other nations. Because see, this is what you saying is not going to happen because you know why? It's not the Lord's will for us to go back into captivity. It's the Lord's will for you, Esau, and all the other 16 nations to go into captivity under the Israelites. So, I'm going to get this video and watch this man explain it to you. First, let's get this copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Now, private education or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Let's get the video. And I just love it when they talk like this because they just don't know their pride will be their destruction. I love it, love it, love it. Let's get it. The name of this video is called White Men Want Slavery Back. And you about to get it. So yeah. Yeah, it's on. Let's get this.
They proved it this week. The South won.
Oh, did they?
Because they can get rid of all the black voting districts now, and minorities don't matter, and pretty soon the blacks will be slaves again, probably. In a perfect America under John Roberts' Supreme Court and Brett Kavanaugh, they're all going to be. We're gonna take away all the rights of everybody that's not a white Christian.
Whoa. Let's go.
And they kill me slapping that word Christian on it. Like that's supposed to mean you got some kind of good in you. Man, the Lord see right through y'all lying asses, man. Christianity ain't got nothing to do with the Bible because Christianity don't even teach from the Bible. You got to remember Christianity, how it started. This man put the whole world, put a gun to the world's head and said what? You either accept this false idol or die. So Christianity was founded on violence. And that's exactly how it's going to end. That's how it's going to be destroyed, through violence. Let's go.
Let's go back.
I think they proved it this week. The South won.
Oh, did they?
Because they can get rid of all the black voting districts now, and minorities don't matter, and pretty soon the blacks will be slaves again, probably. In a perfect America under John Roberts' Supreme Court and Brett Kavanaugh, they're
In a perfect America, blacks will be slaves again. For all you black MAGA and Latinos for Trump, you think these people are your allies? You think that just because you voted for the same psycho as these people, that these people embrace you? These people want you out of here. In a perfect America, blacks will be slaves again.
Brett Kavanaugh, they're all going to be. We're gonna take away all the rights of everybody that's not a white Christian.
Well, I mean, I think they showed you.
I think I've decided to become
they already
Christian
showed
now.
you the future, right? I mean, not right.
You heard they say, I think they should. And there was another Edomite. So they're all in agreement on this. So that's why in Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusts swords his wickedness, because regardless of the performance this man gives you in the back of his mind, he wants you to be a slave. So I hope you black MAGAs wake up. I hope you Northern Kingdom MAGAs wake up. And I'm sure a lot of you probably already have, because Latinos for Trump, Hispanics for Trump, after they voted for Trump, what happened to them? They got deported. So yeah, slavery's coming back, Esau. That's good news, right? Deportation is coming back. That's good news. Depopulation is coming back. Guess what? You the one going into captivity for 1,000 years. Depopulation is coming back because at the end of those 1,000 years, the nation of Edom will be exterminated. So yeah, the Lord about to deport y'all from the planet, since y'all are so crazy about deportation. And you know the killing part about it, these people are hell-bent on deporting people from a land that they're not even from. They're deporting indigenous. So yeah, y'all finna go after your 1,000 years captivity.
These are the conversations that white Christian conservatives are having. These are their desires. For those of you Latinos, black people that voted for Trump, proud MAGA, these people want you out of here, either deported or in chains, serving them. They are not your allies. We're so busy on the internet fighting each other. Meanwhile, these people, they're working real hard and trying to figure out how they can either deport, take away our rights, and enslave us. That's what they want. That's their desires. They're working real hard in attempting to accomplish this. Meanwhile, we fight each other.
Good news, E. Everything you want is coming back. Let's start with Psalms chapter 10, verse 3. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and bless the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. See, this is what he thinks the Lord is blessing him, because he hadn't got punished yet. The wicked through the pride of his countenance would not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts, because he thinks he's Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. His ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight, as for all his enemies he puffeth at them. And you just saw that, like, yeah, we could put them in slavery again. Verse 6, he hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. See, that's what he thinks. These are another characteristics of Esau. Verse 7, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places does he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set toward against the poor. That's the police right there. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, Yahweh hath forgotten. He hid his face. He will never see it. Now let's go to Let's go to Isaiah. Well, hold on. Let's go to Psalms chapter 2. Everything you want, you about to get, bro. This is Psalms chapter 2. Start at verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. See? He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. Exactly, because they the ones going into captivity. Since you want it so bad, you finna get it. We're going down to verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thine possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Mm-hmm. Go to Revelation chapter 13. Verse 9, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So who finna go? We didn't leave nobody in captivity. That was you, homie. Transatlantic slave trade? Yeah. Now, it's true that all nations have led other people into captivity, but nothing like Esau's. Esau went above and beyond the call of wickedness, and the Lord is going to pay him back. Now, let's go to Revelation chapter 2. Verse 26. This the red letter, Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father. Now you see why we keeping the works to the end, Yahweh Ratazah? Because we won't pay back. Let's go to Psalms chapter 149. And we could read this whole chapter. Verse 1, praise ye the Lord. Sing unto the Lord Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let him sing praises. Let them sing praises unto him with tribble and harp. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Who finna go into captivity? I'm not done. I'm finna beat this horse dead. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14. I'm about beating a dead horse today because you Edomites act like you don't get it. And I understand why you act like you don't hear us, but guess what? Sooner or later, you're going to have to deal with reality. You're going to have to deal with the Lord of them chains and 144,000, homie. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids. Who finna go into captivity again, bro? And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in that day, future prophecy, that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. Let's go down a little bit more. Verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased, because the Lord gonna destroy the golden city, which is America. The Lord have broken the staff of the wicked. The staff means rulership, and the scepter of the rulers. Staffs and scepters are symbols of rulership. Lord, breaking your staff of rulership, you no longer in rulership. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and unhindered. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us. Now, this is what the Lord got for you elites. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth, elites. It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. And listen to this. Verse 10, and they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? This is what the other nations saying about the United States now, because everybody got nukes. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Worms represent death. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? That represents Esau falling, how fast he gonna fall from his rulership. How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Now listen to this prideful thought of Esau. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh, his people. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the clouds. I will be like the Most High. See, they think they God, man. The stupidest motherfucker on the earth thinks he's a God. You got to be stupid, base man. Let's keep rolling. Verse 20. Thou shalt not be joining them with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children. Whose children? Esau's children. For the iniquity of their fathers. And that's happening right now, because I think somebody tried to knock off Donald Trump's daughter. And Chud the builder's wife changing his son's name because she don't want him to catch the flops because of his father. You can't change that, though. You can't change his blood. You can't change who his daddy is. So changing his name ain't gonna help. Yeah, all these elite kids finna pay for their daddy shit. Verse 21, let's get it again. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. that they do not rise nor possess the land or fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. The Lord finna castrate your whole nation. Now, let's go to, yeah, we running it down today. Isaiah, because I'm tired of these folks and their pride. Isaiah chapter 45. Let's get this one. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 4. For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect. It don't say Israeli. I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Verse 14 or 13. I have raised up him in righteousness, and I will direct all his ways. He shall build my city, and he shall let go my captives, not for price nor reward, saith the Lord of hosts. Thus saith the Lord, the laborer of Egypt, the merchandise of Ethiopia, and of the Sabians, men of stature, shall come over to thee, and they shall be thine. Ooh, hold up. They shall come after thee in chains. They shall come over. See, y'all going in chains, huh? And they shall fall down unto thee, and they shall make supplication unto thee, saying, surely Yahweh is in thee, and there is none else. There is no God. Now let's go to Joel chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else, and my people should never be ashamed. So you think the Lord finna let you do this? I know you're prideful as hell, but no, the answer is no. Go to Isaiah chapter 33. Verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled. Spoil mean to rob. And dealest treacherously, and they deal not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. Let's go to Psalms. Oh, we already got that one. It's cool. Let's go to Jeremiah. Chapter 30. Verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they call thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, who no man seeketh after. Let's keep rolling. Go to Revelation chapter 2. We already got that one. Isaiah chapter 60. Verse 13. We can start at 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, that I will make the place of my feet glorious. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Who finna go into captivity, cuz? We gonna beat this dead horse to death. Isaiah chapter 61. We start at verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. And they shall build, who? You, Esau. And they shall build old waste. They shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and your sons of the aliens shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. Who finna go into captivity? Let's keep rolling. We already got Psalms chapter 2 and 8. Let's go to Psalms 137. These people have then lost their mind. And this is a prayer of King David. Verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. When they were saying race it, they was talking about burn it down, burn it down. They was talking about the temple. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. You think the Lord finna play with y'all? You can act all delusional all you want to. I promise you them chains gonna snap your ass back to reality. Go to Proverbs chapter 26. Keep playing crazy. Play crazy like you play. And when them chains get on your ass, keep playing crazy. And give us a reason Yahweh is out to fuck you up. Proverbs chapter 26. Verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believeth him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. Who diggeth the pit, whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein. And he that rolleth a stone, it shall return upon him. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin. That's all this man does is lie about everything. Psalm chapter 37, verse 32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. Let's get this one. Actually, let's go to 2nd Maccabees. I love it when you play crazy. The Lord ain't finna play with you, though. 2nd Maccabees chapter 7. Verse 31. And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of Yahweh. Keep rolling. Book of Sirach. And if he doeth good, he do it unwillingly, and at the last he would declare his wickedness. We told y'all, all of Esau's so-called pseudoscience and his technology evolves around what? Either how to control you or how to kill you. This is how petty, childish, and empty this man is. He's a vessel made to be destroyed. And we're going to get that too. Let me see, where are we? Let's get this one. That ain't what I wanted. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 28. He think he's slick. See, Esau is stupid enough to put himself into captivity. Listen to this. See, this is how delusional he is. And our people got it from him too. Because back then, our people didn't think the Lord was going to get them until he got them. So you can get this, you can apply this attitude to Esau. You know, that attitude like the Lord ain't going to do nothing. Yeah, our people got that from Esau. Listen to this. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. Now, who was the covenant with death? They're talking about a covenant with Esau, thinking Esau gonna protect them. Esau gonna take care of them. You could trust him. No, you can't. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Now, how did Esau hide himself under falsehood? We the Jews. We good Christians. But then again, you got to ask yourself, how did they spread Christianity through the earth? Through murder. That's how. So yeah, we understand why you call yourself Christian, because Christianity has always been violent. Just like you. Speaking of violence, let's go to Ezekiel chapter 35. Verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto thee, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. And I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, and the time of their calamity, and the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth by and him that returneth. Verse 11. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given to us to consume. That's what they think. Oh, the Lord don't care about his people. We could put them into captivity again. That's what this just said. They are given to us to consume. Thus with your mouth you have boasted against me and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Yeah, these Edomites they are the most blasphemous. You heard the statements. And if you ain't heard it there, look in the comment section of those videos of those white Christian nationals and tell me racism is alive and well. Because it is. Because this is all they know. As long as you got Edomites, you're going to have racism. So the Lord is going to get rid of racism. How is he going to do that? He's going to get rid of Edomites. Verse 14. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord. When it says all Idumea, that means you fake Jews too. Y'all ain't getting away with shit. And don't nobody feel sorry for y'all lying asses. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 25. Verse 12. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and had greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. Teman and Dedan are cities or towns inhabited by Edomites. You are people before you are place. And my favorite, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people, Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to mine fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord. Who finna go into captivity? Yet again, another question. Who finna get their ass whooped? Verse 17. And I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebukes. They shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh when I shall lay my vengeance upon them. Let's go here. It should be an apartment. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19. Listen to this. This describes Esau. There is an exquisite subtlety. Yeah, he's sneaky as fuck. And the same is unjust. And there is one that turneth aside to make judgment appear, and there is a wise man that justifieth in judgment. There is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit, casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not. Yeah, he pretend like he's so out of the loop and don't know nothing, play stupid all the time when you catch him in shit. Casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not, where he is not known. He will do thee a mischief before thou be unaware. Sneaky. And if it for want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet he will find opportunity, he will do evil. That's why it says never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Get this one. Go to the book of Amos, chapter 1. Verse 11. Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger tear perpetually, he kept his wrath forever. How long this man been fucking with us? Mm-hmm. So the Lord finna get y'all. Go here. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great. Listen to this. And shouldest destroy them that destroy the earth. Who destroys the earth? Edomites. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 29. Verse 20. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorners is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off. Esau. The terrible one is brought to naught. That's Esau. Listen to this, how this man always lying on us. That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. That's what he does. This man accuse you of some shit just for telling the truth. You a criminal for telling the truth. So that lets you know you in a wicked kingdom, because only lies they extol to the clouds. You bring some truth in here. They want to murder you for telling the truth. Go to Proverbs chapter 4. Verse 16, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. So you mean tell me these are peaceful people? No, they're not. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 59. Ever since they came into power, that's when iniquity multiplied in the earth. Wickedness multiplied in the earth. What's wickedness doing now? It's multiplying in the earth. Why? Because Esau, all this wicked, goofy shit he doing, and lying about it all. Unfit to rule. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 6. This is talking about wicked Israelites, but once again, you can apply this to Esau, because this is where they get the shit from. Their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, wasting and destruction are in their paths. The way of peace they know not. That's why there ain't been no peace on earth ever since they came back into power. United States been in power, what? July 4th will be 250 years. Well over 200 years, this country has been starting shit, starting wars. Verse 8, the way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. That's why the other nations are withdrawing from any dealings with the United States, because they figured it out. The only way to deal with the United States is to not deal with them, because they can't be trusted. These people are insane. Yet they want the rest of the planet to treat them like they actually know what they're doing. Stop. Yeah, we got some more to go. Oh, yeah, let's go to Second Ezra chapter 6. This is about to happen. Verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Now, you know the fake Jews, they always claiming to cling to Abraham. It's not just Abraham. You have to come through the seed line, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, not just Abraham, because Abraham gave birth to many heathen nations as well. So you just can't stop there. It even says it in the book of Isaiah. No, Romans, that Isaac, out of Isaac shall the seed be called. Who came out of Isaac? Jacob. Who came out of Jacob? The 12 tribes. Isaac didn't have but two sons, Jacob and Esau. We already know Esau was rejected from the birthright. So that leaves Jacob and his 12 sons by default. Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou hast made us the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing but be like unto spittle. Spittle means spit. And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So if you got a bucket and a drop of water spill out, you ain't tripping. This is how the Lord sees those other nations. Verse 57, and now, O Lord, behold these heathen, which have ever been reputed us as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? And this is about to end. See, Esau, we at the end of our punishment. You about to start yours. Go to Daniel. Daniel chapter 8, chapter 7, verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Who are the saints of the Most High? It ain't no Edomites. And the damn sure ain't them fake Jews. But they saying they gonna possess the kingdom. No, bro. You about to go in the chains. You can possess that. Get this. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Ain't shit meek about Esau. This proud lying ass pedo. No, ain't nothing meek about him. He going into captivity, bro. Get this one. This is the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Meaning the Lord has assigned you only a certain amount of time, bro, and you at the end of your rulership. Speaking of end of your rulership, go to 2nd Ezra. Chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Who finna go into captivity, bruh? Let's get this one. We running it down, baby. We beating a dead horse to death. Because these people still think they got a chance to rule. Boy, stop. Let's get this one. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Now it's time for you to pay for those. Listen to this. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Yeah. You owe, bruh. You owe about 2 or 3 oceans of blood. For every Israelite drop of blood you shed, you got to shed 2 drops. And the Lord gonna take it out your ass at the same time. One time, no partial payments. Behold, my people is led to as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. And I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. That lets you know that he's not talking about the first Exodus. And will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. The farmer's going through this now. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. That's going to lead into Jacob's trouble. Let's go to Nahum. Chapter 1, verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord has his way in the whirlwind, and in the storm and the clouds are the dust of his feet. And let's go to 2 Peter. Chapter 2. Verse 9, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness and despise government. Presumptuous are they, self-willed. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. Verse 12, but these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed. Ooh. speak evil of the things they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. Y'all dumbasses, destroying y'all self. Verse 13, and shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. Spots are they, and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you, having eyes of adultery, and that cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls, and heart that has exercised with covetous practices, cursed children, Edomites. Yeah, the Lord done hit y'all self-destruct switch. Y'all don't even know he flipped it on you. Why? Because you destroying yourself. You allowing a handful of idiots destroy the kingdom that you stole. So to tell me, that right there tells me you're unfit to rule. That tells me right there you have no backbone. That tells me right there, as long as you benefit, you're gonna be a punk and ignore the wickedness. That lets us know you're unfit to rule. Curse children. And how did the Lord curse you? With leprosy. When your blood shows forth through your skin. But see, you think it's a blessing. No, that's what you call it. Like Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. What are those that call evil good and good evil? Yeah, you curse, bro. Your flesh, your blood shows forth through your skin. That's why you can't go outside. But Esau did his backwards ass say they superior. Not with leprosy. Get this one. Book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 21. Have not the potter power over the clay? Who's the potter? How about Shem Yahushua? Who's the clay? The people. Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? Who's the vessel made to honor? Israelites. Who's the vessel made to dishonor? Edomites. It's just that simple. Don't make it complicated. Let's go to the Book of Lamentation. Chapter 4. Verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. What is that cup? That cup of slavery. The punishment thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. See? So we ain't going back, bruh. The Lord just said we will no more. Let me finish reading. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished. That means it's done. O daughter of Zion, Israelites. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. We ain't going back, bruh. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So you mean to tell me, despite the fact the Lord said we ain't going back, you saying we going anyway? Yeah, we're gonna see. All right, we're gonna get a few more. We can close. Go to the book of Joel, chapter 3. Start at verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. That's when you kidnapped us. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye may remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. Mm-hmm. Who finna go into captivity, bruh? Esau, you such an idiot, man. But see, I love when you make statements like that, because why? Then to get the script. This is why I love when they make statements like that. Matthew chapter 12, verse 36. But I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Gotta love it, baby. These people put their foot in their mouth. They just don't know that the Lord has given them enough rope to hang themselves. You see, they so stupid, though. I mean, they don't know no better. They don't know the Lord like we know the Lord, because they haven't been punished. They're about to be introduced. You goofy bastard. Let's end in Obadiah, man. You're so goofy. It's like the elder said, Esau, we sure gonna miss how you used to make us laugh. Yeah, let's end the thing in Obadiah. Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? I'm Esau. Okay. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Okay, let's start back at 11. And the day that thou stoodest on the other side, and the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and the foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even though was one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither should thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. The Lord is telling you why he finna get you. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, you shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. This is why the Lord finna get you. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. The Lord is telling you why he finna get y'all. Verse 15, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, you took advantage of his people. So shall all the heathen drink, not just Esau, you are the 16 nations too. So shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, they shall swallow down, they shall be as though they had not been. We already explained why the other heathens finna get it, because they took advantage of us. They set up shop with them little stores in our neighborhood, make all our money, and don't give shit back to the hood. Ammon, Japanese, Moab, Chinese, Ishmael, Arab, and Ham, Africans. All of them got stores in our hoods, but we're not allowed to set up shop in theirs. That's y'all asses too. And a lot of y'all always knew who we were. You refused to say nothing because you was benefiting. That's your ass too. Verse 17, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance and holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Everything you stole, you finna run it. So how we going into captivity again when it says here, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance? Verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. So after your 1,000 years of rebuilding our kingdom for free, the Lord gonna exterminate you Edomites. He gonna exterminate you fake Jews. So yeah, you are chosen for something. Extermination. Verse 21, and Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. Who finna go into captivity, bruh? I don't know what kind of Bible you reading, but if you reading that Talmud, that bitch done lied to you. Call halayim la lahayin al Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Hamashiach wa Malaki by Hashem Harawat Kakorash Barakathum. The water by Baba Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.